Well, we finally got the match that we wanted between Bo Nickal, the ADCC double champ this year, and Bo Nickal, a three-time NCAA champion and U23 world champion. Unfortunately, with Flow, they're very litigious about putting up clips. So rather than doing clips, I have 45 screenshots from the match, and I'll just go through it in chronological order and talk about what happened in the match. So it seemed as though the strategy for Bo Nickal was going to be to stall this match out as long as he could, get a late takedown, hang on, and win by a score of 2-0. For Gordon Ryan, he couldn't pull guard, but he could use leg entanglements to get the fight to the ground. And a few different times he went for leg entanglement. So we start off here. A lot of what Bo Nickal was doing from the feet in order to keep him getting stall calls, although there were a couple, is he would mostly take the center. He wasn't really getting pushed out to the outside too much. Really trying to push away, keep Gordon away from him. And then anytime that he would start to get pushed back, be able to circle back to the middle. So even though Bo was not very aggressive in this match, he did enough with his positioning not to get called for stalling as much as he could have been. So we see that here. 3 different times Gordon Ryan attempted a flying scissor takedown to get into a position where he would have been able to finish a heel hook had leg locks been allowed. So if this was a match where leg locks were allowed and this was just a straight jiu-jitsu match, it would not have lasted as long as it did because leg locks were taken out. Gordon Ryan, though he was still able to use the positions and try to sweep with them, he wasn't able to use those positions to finish. So right here, about 2 minutes in, he goes for his first flying scissor attack off of an underhook that Bo Nickal had on the feet. Ends up getting it. They end up going out of bounds. And one of the things that Gordon Ryan mentioned that was a bit of a concern for him, and one of the things that annoyed him, is that usually in a position like this, in the IBJJF, if you guys go out of bounds, what they'll do is they'll just put you back in the middle and have you restart from that same position. Rather than do that, they just restarted them from standing. So a guy in Bo Nickal who's not exactly the easiest guy to get on his legs, whether it's on a shot or whether it's on a flying scissor takedown, Gordon Ryan pretty much loses that opportunity right there and is forced to restart again. But quickly gets in that same position again. This time he sort of was able to drag Bo Nickal back towards the middle. Again, has full control of the legs here. If he wants to go for a heel hook, there's nothing Bo's going to do. If this was a normal jiu-jitsu match, it's over. Bo's done. He loses by heel hook. But with them being taken out, Gordon has to use it to try to sweep, which is exactly what he does. Here you can kind of see his hips coming up. He's looking to sweep. Again, coming up, getting close to finishing a sweep here. But Bo Nickal does a great job of posting away and doing sort of like a technical get up here to get back to his feet. So he gets away again. So leg lock's not allowed. Therefore, Gordon can't finish by submission, tries to go for a sweep. And Bo, who did a really good job in this match of defending against sweeps and making sure they never really got put on his back, even though Gordon got in some positions where it looked like he would sweep most people. So he deserves credit for that. But again, same situation. Gordon Ryan then goes again. Again, goes for the leg. He's trying to come up. Sort of in a bit of a neutral position here. They go out towards the edge of the mat. Again, Gordon looks like he's pretty close to coming up here. And Nickal really deserves a lot of credit for finding ways to be in a position like this and end up not getting swept and not being stuck on his back. But in this time when he went out of bounds, Gordon Ryan was awarded 2 points. It's not clear what the 2 points were awarded for. Normally in a jiu-jitsu match, if there's a submission attempt on the edge of the mat and the person who's evading the submission attempt they're not just evading the match trying to just get a restart, but they're actually like properly defending, what they'll do is they'll give 2 points. If you're evading and you're in a submission, they'll just DQ you. So it's possible that's where the 2 points came from for this. Under normal stalling rules, I would understand if they gave Bo a penalty, but it doesn't look like. I mean, I guess that's what the fist here would indicate, that it's the penalty, but usually it's not penalty and 2 right away. It's usually penalty advantage, penalty and 2 after that. But whatever the case may be, Gordon Ryan was given the 2 points here. So they go back to standing, and from here, Nickal got a read on how Gordon was entering in on those flying scissor takedowns and never gets caught in one again. So again, he's just kind of pushing away. Gordon actually got in a pretty nice double leg attempt here, but Bo Nickal's defense was ridiculous. I mean, anytime it looked like Gordon was somewhat close on what was like a normal wrestling shot, Bo would just get him off him immediately. Gordon couldn't hang on for anything. So as the match goes on, Gordon at this point is just trying to bait Bo into taking him down. Bo having the strategy not to take him down until the end of the match decides not to. So even though Gordon here is just giving him the leg, Bo doesn't take it. Gordon starts to get a little bit frustrated, just kind of gives up his back, like, hey, come on, do something. Sort of in a way to show that Bo isn't actually trying to take him down and take the fight to the mat. Here, again, Gordon very unsuccessful in trying to take Bo down, which is no surprise. Bo's a high-level wrestler, and at this point, the ref decides to start calling double stalling on both guys. So we go back here. Again, Bo Nickal doing a good job of just pushing Gordon away keeping him at a distance. So if he does shoot, there's plenty of time to react and make an adjustment to it, and making sure he's not close enough to get on a flying scissor takedown. Again, we're just kind of more pushing away by Bo. Again, Gordon just trying to give up a leg, make it look like, or make it easy for Bo to take him down. And again, you have another stalling call, double stalling. So both guys are called for stalling here. So this match really wasn't that great after the first 3 flying scissor takedowns until Bo finally does take it to the mat, which is right around this sequence. So here, Gordon starts doing his Jeff Glover impression with a donkey guard. Bo attempts a foot sweep, which I don't have in here. Then Gordon comes back again, same thing. And this time Bo has had enough and decides that he's just going to throw him. And this is a fantastic throw. I think I speak for a lot of people in the jiu-jitsu community where we just don't like the donkey guard thing, where people just kind of like back up into someone with their butt facing out. It just isn't a good look. It doesn't really represent the sport well. So to see someone doing it, and Gordon typically isn't going to do this, but because Bo wasn't really forced to try to go for a takedown, I guess that's just a decision he made. But to see someone doing donkey guard have something bad happen to them immediately after, no matter who does it, it's always satisfying. So for Gordon, hopefully this is the last time he tries donkey guard with a good wrestler and he just gets sent flying. Here, what you see is the ref putting up a stalling symbol, or like a stall warning. What that was is Bo, after he got the takedown, was trying to get Gordon to come back up. He was not engaging Gordon. This stall warning ended up getting taken off. One of the side judges told the ref to take it off, but that was what was going on there. Again, Bo not really that eager to engage. Here again, you see Gordon chasing after Bo. Bo doesn't want to engage. Still has 3 minutes to go. Eventually, Gordon's able to get on a leg. Again, tries to use it to sweep, but was unsuccessful. But here is where he does find success. So while Bo was on both of his knees, Gordon was able to sink in a butterfly hook, hit his underhook, and really lift him up here and elevate him and get underneath him. So from here, he gets to that position that he really likes, where he's got his butterfly hook. He traps and straightens out one of the arms. And generally what that means is that he's going to sweep him in that direction, because obviously there's no post here for Bo Nickal. So Gordon's going to want to get underneath him, get his left butterfly hook in, and then sweep him over to Gordon's right. But Bo does a good job of keeping his weight heavy on Bo's right, Gordon's left, making it heavier to lift him in that direction. Also, he bases out with his foot. So excellent positional awareness by Bo Nickal here. One of the downsides, though, is that in basing out here, he's making one of those cardinal errors against a guy. Is when you're on top in someone's guard, you usually don't want to be basing out on the mat. He is posting on the mat, and he had posted there for a while. So Gordon starts to get his right foot on the hip, frees up his left leg, and is going to be able to swing it around for a triangle. And that happens right here. You can see foot is pushing off to create space. Leg comes out of the top, traps a triangle. Now, again, Bo Nickal, for a guy who I'm sure doesn't have a whole lot of jiu-jitsu, understands in the triangle position, you want to keep your posture high. And you can tell his posture is where it has to be. Gordon Ryan's got a very good triangle, and he's able to finish here. But against a lot of other good jiu-jitsu guys, Bo Nickal maybe gets out of this position. So even though Bo does get caught here, I was pretty impressed by what I saw on the ground when he actually did want to engage, and when he was forced to defend himself. He was very good about defending against sweeps and did a lot of right things here trying to defend the triangle once it was slapped on. So he keeps his posture high. Gordon's doing a good job of pulling down on the head to fight that. There's a little bit of space here, but not a whole lot, and Gordon's got a pretty tight squeeze. You can also see Bo posting here to try to keep Gordon from curling up. Gordon, you could say it's a mistake. I guess for him, his greatest concern was trying to pull down the head and try to tighten up the lock. You usually want to be able to trap or to grab this leg here to keep from getting lifted up and slammed. But slams are illegal, and Bo Nickal, again, keeps his posture high, tries to slam his way out. Doesn't look like it was completely locked up where like not the ankle, but like right above the ankle where that's like cinched in underneath the knee. So there was a chance it looked like where Bo could possibly get out, but Gordon's very good at this position and was able to use that slam to lock it up tighter. And right here is able to get the submission. And you can see, you can't see from this angle that they gave you on the broadcast, but there's a tap. The ref is saying, or the ref's announcing that match is over and Gordon Ryan gets the victory. So great match between the two of them. It went somewhat how you would expect in terms of the jiu-jitsu guy winning a jiu-jitsu match. But Bo Nickal definitely showed a lot of cool stuff here. Some very good sweep defense. Granted, if leg locks were legal, this match would have been over much quicker. It'd be interesting to see if they run it back, because those leg lock entries wouldn't be there. It'd also be interesting to see if they adjust the rules any. But pretty cool match. Glad I got to see it, and hopefully